We need leaders. Any group of people needs a leader. It's like a ship. It needs a captain. That's because, in the end, somebody has to make the decision. Now, whether that's a king or a president or an elder in the tribe, it's the same principle here that we're discussing, the principle of the aristocracy of self. And whereas in some cases that's passed down, sometimes from father to son, sometimes it has been matriarchal, from mother to daughter. In other cases there's a council who elect their leader, and in other cases it's recognized as a birthright. In Tibet, for example, the Dalai Lama is chosen because he reincarnates after death as the next Dalai Lama. There are all sorts of ways of distinguishing who is top of the tree, as it were, and that's secondary. What we're discussing here is the fact that somebody is at the top, and that they have therefore a position to maintain, and that position is the archetype of aristocracy. Now, in Sufism it is discussed that the ego is subject to democracy, but the soul is subject to aristocracy. So when we're actually lost in our stuff, when we cannot be anything other than subjective in our decisions and our policies and our responses, then we're in the ego position. And therefore democracy is more appropriate. We are the same as everybody else who is in their own position of ego. And so then democracy makes some kind of sense. But when you tune into soul consciousness, when you reach that level of awareness that the subjective interpretation of what's going on is not important, that's secondary. What we have to do in positions of leadership is to be objective, to take into account everyone for whom we have responsibility, even if it goes against our own personal best interests. And this is the position that we're discussing here, the aristocracy of somebody who takes on that level of social stewardship. They need to tune in to the highest within themselves, the soul, and then they can find aristocracy.